Hey, welcome into this PHP agency review where I will thoroughly show you what this organization is about, the why, the when, the how, and so much more so you can ultimately decide for yourself if this is the right organization for you to partner with and to also get life insurance from. Before I get into things though, if this is your first time watching me, welcome in. My name is Michael, and I understand how insurance works very, very well, being a consumer of it and also the agent side. I am not a member or have ever been a member of PHP Agency. I had a short stint in the past, many, many, many years ago, trying to get into this, and it really didn't work out for me because it wasn't for me, personality wise, characteristic trait wise, and the cycle of the process, uh, the quality of it, and there was so much to it. So it wasn't ultimately my thing. And I'm more of an introvert, very analytical, cerebral, not much of a wordsmith. So I'll give you a great perspective on both sides here, go into the commission structure and what I found, and then also detail what is a better alternative for you. Actually, one that has great commissions associated with it too, and that you don't have to get your license or any licensing for it. Honestly, it's very legit. It's amazing stuff. And I even let you clone one of my businesses and make it your own in this space. And you don't even have to provide a service whatsoever if you don't want to. There are other products in the sequence that are very popular and amazing, high payouts, very cool. And they're residuals after residuals, month after month without starting at zero and from complete scratch. That's the type of business, if you're looking at it from that point of view, becoming an agent or elsewhere, is growing a residual base every single month passively without starting at zero and from complete scratch. Look, many people are conditioned to the traditional 9 to 5 or traditional brick and mortar business without any understanding of the online space. And I've been an expert digital marketer, a digital marketing strategist, affiliate for many years, building out multiple businesses, now helping people in the funding space. And I'll be revealing a little bit more of those details and what you can clone in that space. So please stick with me as I go along this video, and then I'll reveal that. And then that information will be down below in the description if you'd like to check out my alternative. So right here, PHP stands for People Helping People. And this here is created and founded by the famous Patrick Bet David. And he's a very well-known public figure now, uh, holds events, is at events. There's a lot of these things you see on YouTube of him, and his branding behind it. So that's him, PBD for short. And here you see on your screen about us, become an agent, get life insurance. I'll be covering each one of those term life insurance, IULs, and a little bit more. Here it says coverage for your family, a career for you, a career serving people. PHP Agency is a tech-enabled life insurance marketing organization that provides the best platform, training, and support you need to succeed as an insurance agent in the industry. And like I said earlier, I don't think you necessarily have to be providing always a service in terms of only getting into, like, let's say insurance or uh, mortgage or funding and only relying on just a service all of the time. I believe in being able to create a frictionless and a very resistant free ecosystem and culture for you. So you don't always have to be servicing a specific client in whatever field it is, insurance, funding, or any other. Instead, you can separate yourself and start building something and duplicating better. That way, there is more reoccurring every single month that's more predictable and there's less volume. So with PHP Agency, you do see more of an MLM network marketing structure. You could see somewhat traditional sense on this side. There's been a lot of MLM network marketing companies out there that have been evolving though, and they're becoming more affiliate performance based and has better structuring so more people can earn and actually make money from and not be a zero or a 60% and above who fail and never make anything or make less than $300 throughout the whole year, and that's for being average. But the scale is already against you with a lot of these MLMs and network marketing companies. PHP is legit, in case you were wondering. They are not a pyramid scheme. What they do is they have these insurance policies. and they can service the client if they have no affiliation to being an agent. That's one thing. So most of their revenue, and defining by pyramid scheme that most of the revenue has to come by uh, not internal, but from servicing on the retail side. If that's what's happening, that it's not, then it's not a pyramid, excuse me, and that it's not a majority of front fees and additional fees and a lot of this other stuff that comes with it, and it only benefits the person at the top. There's no product, then we get into the Ponzi scheme. So it doesn't have that necessarily, and so it is legit, but it's very off-putting for many people who become an agent because they don't have success themselves, or they do, they have a majority of success, but it's like, do they want to stay involved with this? Is there enough desire for you to continue forward? Is it the right insurance policy for that individual for 12 months out? Can they endure it? Can they afford it, or they will fall off? You have to look at the big picture and not just look at what you will be making out of this. It's serving humanity. What are you giving back to? There's so much more. And life insurance is great for doing that, but it's not for everyone. And just because you're used to, or your background is sales or something like that, that's not mine. I was once an academic. I studied sociology. I played Division I soccer for a little bit, and then I went into chemical engineering. I have a very math and system brain. And then after some time, I went into the business side, got my degree there since I wanted to start a business. I worked in warehousing, manufacturing. I was a ramp agent. I was in warehousing there again. And then eventually I got into financial logistics for a huge contracting company servicing HP&P. South company goes down under 50 plus people relieved. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. I was doing a lot of data managing, inventory control, shipping and receiving coordination, logistics with the truckers, a lot of stuff on the computer, and underpaid, undervalued, you could say. It was there for a lot of stability. Relieved. I had to start a business online, began a digital marketing agency, lead generation business, health affiliate marketing business, and then it grew throughout there. So let's go down here. There's a video there you can watch. And you also have to understand that there's a lot of marketing lingo, marketing enhancing, visionary looking content. And that's what grabs a lot of people's attention. You might be that person too. I am no different. But nowadays, because I've been involved on the online space and a lot of different businesses for a long time, I know what to look out for and the marketing plots and the actual impact. And is it just trying to unethically persuade me? Are they persuading me in general? Are they confirming? How are they going about their process? So I pay attention to each part of the sequence. Financial freedom, doing the right thing. PHP's mission is to provide a financial education to the underserved communities in America. So you can go on and on about that and read through it. PHP is life insurance and a career for life. 27,000 plus agents. They're licensed agents, represent PHP nationally in 49 states, including Puerto Rico, and over 150 offices. Cool, great. That's a big importance and significance that they have a license and there are many insurance agents. But that goes back to what I spoke in the very beginning in the intro is, do you want to go and get your license? One, and then two, get paid after you get your license and what you will be getting paid as well. I'll be going to the commission structure here soon. Instead of going independent with your independent network or an independent agency and even getting more potentially at a base of 90%. And then you could say also if you had a team and then what's going dished out until it gets to the top. So you can see that part. And like I said, again, with my alternative, you don't have to have a license for it, at least now. And I believe it'll be like that for many, many, many more years to come. And it could be like that forever as well. And it has been like this for a very long time. And it's a very cool space. And again, I'll leave more details down below and how you can clone my business in this space and not even have to provide a service and look at the other products to build yourself a great home business. And I'll show you along the way with training and so much more. And if you're so accustomed, like I said, again, to the whole mindset of traditional financing or just 9 to 5, or this is how it has to be if I have a business, or if I'm doing this online, I have no experience in that. This other side of things, you don't have to have any website tech experience, customer service, delivery of fulfillment, product delivery, none of that, which is a great business to get into. So I'll leave my alternative again down below. 450,000 families served, great. Giving people a peace of mind, more assurance with insurance, giving them more participation in their life, more of an extra bounce. There's a lot of meaning with giving somebody life insurance or any kind of insurance. I understand that you have to find that. It's like when you're going and giving somebody a home or real estate space of any kind, is what you're providing to that person and then their family, if so. What kind of security, what kind of safety, where were they in the past? Getting to understand them and building that relationship with them before they even purchase the product, becoming more relationship based is the part of the sequence. So here, diversity, excuse me, equity and inclusion more than a career. We are diverse people from all walks of life. Join the team, race, gender, experience, military, average age. So you can see the differences there within the race, the Hispanic, Latino community. You can see there being a big amount, and I have that background, fluent in Spanish. You can say, though, I'm more whitewashed and I speak a lot more English. Grew up in California, in the Southern California area. I live in Washington now. And yes, I tend to speak more English, but I'm fluent in both. I can read or write it, and then some. We put life back into life insurance, the latest blogs, and more information there. So let me go over to becoming an agent, and then I'll go over to the get life insurance first, and I'll show you that, and then I'll go over to becoming an agent. So again, like I said, with over 27,000 agents, they are prepared to serve you. Life insurance is a simple and affordable way to provide peace of mind for yourself and your loved ones. And you have to understand when you're sharing this with people, are they the right individual who even needs life insurance? Are they in that category? Of course, you have to market correctly and go find the right demographic, psychographic of people who will need this, but not just doing it and then jamming something down their throat and having to unethically persuade them or by convincing them of something else and then delivering with something else, or in the meantime, you have to be cautious with a lot of these businesses and these industries and the type of ethics that people put forward. And even if somebody takes a policy, it could have been right for them for the next 3 to 4 months, but was it for them for the 12-month duration or however long? And then they can't afford, things go down under. You're looking at a lot of discrepancies at times, but making sure you serve the underserved and those that can actually afford to continue and have what they needed. They're not just a peace of mind and more confidence and certainty and extra better health and coverage, but making sure that they have what they need as the foundation, which is the understanding of their plan and strategy, not just earning because you got something out the door. So here you see 59% of people who don't own life insurance say they need it. 42% of Americans would face financial hardship within 6 months if the primary wage earner were to die unexpectedly. 48% say they are most likely to buy via simplified underwriting. Who wouldn't? I know this well being in the other space that I'm in. And I have one business in the finance space. And again, that'll be down below. And you can clone the business in that to get started as well. You don't have to get to an expert level like I am, but you don't even have to provide a service. There are other products, which is really cool that you can also share with others. And that's the way you build the business that's more dependable without you. Real clients, real stories. So you can read, you can, excuse me, listen in and watch what other people are saying. So there are real people behind this. I never said there wasn't, but are you the right type of person? Don't just fit the mold because you want to go and earn. Don't do that. I think a lot of us back then, or I was like that many, many years ago. Not a person of bad character or bad intent ever. It's just sometimes we think we can do something more in this space. Oh, the payout is higher. Well, let me go try that out. That's always the same way of thinking. You have to change that. And it's all about the mindset, programming the mindset to build yourself a legitimate business, whether it be in this one or any other. Term life insurance, return of premium term, index, universal life, so the IUL, no medical exam life, fixed indexed annuity. So you can read through these ones here, but term life insurance provides coverage for a predetermined amount of time, typically between 1 to 35 years, so it's enough coverage. Death benefit will pay out if the policy owner passes away within the term of the policy. So that's what is favorable when it comes to term life insurance, excuse me, is that the more years you have, the better of a safety blanket, I guess you can say. Cost-effective option for young growing families or individuals looking for more affordable coverage. There is no guarantee of renewal when the term ends. However, certain term policies may allow for an option to renew. So you have to look at a lot of things, health benefits in terms of other things. If you really even needed this already, there's so much more that you need to think of before making the decision. Return of premium term. They offer a compelling return of premium ROP term insurance policy, which returns all contributed premiums if the insured outlives the term period. Premium returns can start as early as the second year, life insurance protection in place if needed, and return of premiums investments if not. So that speaks for itself. You can learn more about it. Index universal life insurance is a permanent policy similar to a traditional UL policy through its flexibility of premium and death benefit. However, it also features a higher growth potential through indexed interest crediting. The policy owner has the ability to choose a percentage of the cash value to invest within specified indexes such as the S&P 500 or NASDAQ 100 to increase the chances of a larger return. So you're putting an investment into this instead of it just being regular and you're not receiving anything and being able to put it somewhere. So no medical exam life insurance. I won't read through all that. The fixed index annuity, and I'm not reading through it just so we can kind of go through all this, but their carrier partners, AIG, National Western, North American, Select Health Insurance Company, excuse me, FNG, annuities, and life. So legitimate ones you see that are out there. Mutual Omaha as well, Foresters Financial, American National, National Life Group, and so many more. So their policies are there. They have a good standard. I won't say they will always be and will always be for the right person, for the wrong person, excuse me. So you have to also take that with a grain of salt. If you're getting the best coverage, if you're not, is it of lower quality because of what you fit, what is qualified for? There's so many things you have to look at and what is against you, what is with you. So there is that side. For becoming an agent, now let's go and focus on this, on the opportunity. There's a video there, very attracting video. What you'll see and be communicated across. Also understand that right now there's like a whiteboard behind or a chalkboard. So there will be things being covered there, a few people being introduced. So you get different perspectives and different topics. Maybe the video changes in the layout over time as you see this. But they'll be communicating with you numbers, gargantuan numbers, which is a marketing thing too as well, where the bigger the number, the more the gravity, the more you pay attention. And it's not only because of that it's being used, there's many other reasons. But become a PHP agent, the PHP opportunity. And there's something else that I've been hearing as well is like, well, when you become an agent, they heavily require, or they heavily, not the word require, but want you to go out and recruit. And again, that's an MLM network marketing part of it. And there isn't necessarily anything wrong with MLM network marketing companies when it's done right. But when so many people drop out and it's not the right product and services or how it's being conducted, maybe the compensation plan changes or something, the servers went wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. I'm not saying that's happening here. Then that's where you start getting yourself mixed up. And if it's not the right type of product, there's not enough consumption, or you're not passionate or interested, that then doesn't turn into passion. Those are all the things you need to pay close attention to. So that's heavily something, and getting the recruiting of agents to also get the life insurance is another thing there. So you have to understand. And if you don't want to be doing that, if you don't want to be cold calling your friends and family or having them join a webinar, whatever it is, a meeting, something, and then getting them on this, it might not be the best for you, and it shouldn't be for anybody, honestly. Not that you always have to focus on that, but that's something in the mix. So diversify, training, tech-enabled compensation, marketing, home office support, mentorship, recognition, become a PHP agent, the PHP opportunity to become an agent. So if you click there, become an agent or request information, you can go ahead and fill out the details right there on the left-hand side. Are you a licensed agent? I hereby consent to receive calls, whether manual or auto dialed. So just make sure you read through all that. Corporate headquarters, customer service, and then you can also email. So it's pretty straightforward. The about us, and I more or less went already over what PHP is, who they are, why, with life insurance and helping people out and how they go about it, and with the different policies or their different products, services. So executive team there, you see Patrick Bet-David, the founder and CEO, all the way down here to the EVP of agency operations, field advisory board. So all of it is in there. Now, if I go over to this screen, here's the compensation and promotional guidelines. It can be tricky. It was for me too. And that's what you see a lot with like network marketing MLM companies is you tend to see like a very confusing compensation, at least in the beginning. And then you get used to it and accustomed to it enough, especially if you're around it and in it, that it becomes so much more easier. But trainee at 30% commission, So you would come in as a trainee and be at the 30% level. Now that's allocated by an abundant amount that they have, and it's going down to the trainee. So at 30%, like I said, if you went independent, your own independent network, you went with another company independently, then it could be higher. It could be 70, 80, 90% plus, more or less. And this depends on how that trickles down. Associate at 40% commission, so you're growing into another level, or let's just say you're growing into another rank. There are words for it that you can use: rank, level. I'm not going to say diamond, silver, gold here, or nothing like that, because that's not what we're getting into right now. That's what it's giving you. But you see field associate, license, one direct associate, 15 base recruits. So there's the recruiting part of it. Once you have 15 in your base, then you have the field associate at 50%, fast track in 30 days, license, 10 base recruits, 10 sales, 10,000 points director, two direct FAs or one direct FA plus, two direct associates, six licensed agents, 30 base recruits. So now that doubles to 30 sales now. It goes up from 15 to 30, 15 by 2, 60,000 points. So it doubled there again. So everything you're seeing is doubling to go from 50% to 60% at director, marketing director, the great equalizer bonus program. Now, maybe the compensation plan is updated. I did see this online too, so I looked it up here. Maybe there's a difference and there's things that have changed, so just take that with a grain of salt as well. And you over here see the marketing director, the great equalizer bonus program again, excuse me, the senior marketing director, executive marketing director, 78% up to 118%. Now you're going a lot higher than your starting base at 30%. And that's again dependent on the amount of recruits, sales, points additional to that, the licensed agents that are brought on, the marketing director. You're seeing a lot of this stuff too in these different levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have through level 11 here. And then you have executive marketing director, senior vice president, executive vice president, president's council, chairman's council, potentially 150% total gross payout. Generational override, the generation, one after the next, the percent of override per generation. And you see that going down, but that can add up. Once you go into higher generations, it goes deep and then it goes wide on compensation. There's so much here. So you see it all on this screen. And like I said, again, it does have that component of recruiting, and you could see it heavily. Now, what do I recommend as an alternative? I'll leave this down below in the description, where I cover the details here on what the alternative is for the funding space. So it says, get the lending business training with the help from a real expert. Step 1, click the video below to see the reality of being in the business loan broker space or business funding space and what to do. So I'm a funding expert. I help out people with credit, cash flow, collateral, liquidity, equity, and then some. You don't need a license for this. And honestly, it's a lot on the commercial lending side and it's focused. Not a lot of people know, even banks and a lot of this. But more and more people are coming into this space. I'm helping them out. And it's a great alternative because you don't need a license, which is really, really cool. And you don't even have to provide a service when I show you some other products. Again, keep in mind that you don't even have to service a client who needs funding. What if you wanted to focus on other products and build a base and duplication very, very well, and it'll help you along the way? Something that isn't even traditional MLM network marketing. It's a hybrid beast with an affiliate side, which is much, much better, and where things are evolving to and showing you other products, one of which gives you 80% commissions on all products and residuals. They have residual products. As an earnings disclaimer, I have to make sure this is known for you. And as an income disclaimer, I'm not saying you'll earn $1. I'm not saying you will earn 6 figures. But like anything, if you show up, you put the energy and time in, your possibilities are maximized. And not being average. Where does average get you? Continuously looking for another thing, another provider to help you out, and always just clicking away and going to the next thing. That doesn't do you any good. So right here's a video, and then you can click the button below to get your done for your residual system. Now, if this video or if this page isn't down below, I'll also link you to this page. This will likely be the very first, second link, one of those two that you can check out. And it says, this crazy, awesome, new cloned funding business is the fastest, easiest, and I'll say smartest way to grow an amazing income from home. Enter your info below to see for free and how to clone this business and make it your own. Plus, get a free exclusive 1,000+ per month affiliate marketing blueprint guide to accelerate your journey. And here's what you'll see inside. I won't read through it all, but residuals is the focus. And get the word for word script, copy and paste my proven email follow-up sequence. Here's one of these residual products in this sequence. If this doesn't get you excited enough, I don't know what will. Go to the insurance space if that's what you were planning to do and becoming an agent and see how hard it is for yourself and what isn't working for you, dropping out and still staying broke, 9 to 5 rat race, the hamster wheel, or if you're in another business right now looking to expand because it isn't working for you in the insurance space or any other one, real estate, mortgage, funding space just in general too, there is this. So here's one of these products that I put together in the sequence. Very, very helpful. 80% residual commissions paid to families building freedom. Over here, they've helped give out to feeding starving children across the world. So what better cause and effect to get behind than that? Here are the results for one of the many residual products. So what are other people saying? It's right here. And then there's a short introduction, enter your contact info above to see this very unique and lucrative digital business. So you'll go up here, and if the page layout looks different, you'll see that. And then you could also have accessed it from right here. And again, if this page isn't down below, which is fine, right here, see how that page is right there. For demonstration, I will just put my personal email. I have professional and then at Gmail as well. So put your best one so you know where to look for it when you get an email from me. Heck yes, I want to see. Click right there. Do not close this page yet unless you do not care about making money. This is very important. Thank you. Please see below and click the button below to get started. But first, this next sub headline is telling you where my email will be coming in from. Maybe it lands in the spam box or promotion, social tab, but look everywhere for it. And you see the subject line. You can even type my first and last name to see it. So before you click the button right below, please watch the video above. So less than 7-minute video, very well done. That will go over what to expect when you see my clone instructions page, which I will show you soon, and how to get started with all of that and any new additions or any new updates you'll see. And click here to see the clone instructions page, more details right here. Now, I click here, updated for 2024, how to clone my business loan broker / agent business services agency with a twist and make it yours. Click play to see the setup instructions of the viral funding funnel. So that's what it's called, the viral funding funnel. And when I mean twist, like I said in the beginning, you don't even have to provide a service or focus on the funding if you don't want. The consumer services of those who need healthcare, health share, pharmacy RX program, or something else, line of credit, equipment loan, real estate. I do that as well with real estate investors. And I've been doing it successfully for many years in different industries. So I know my ways in and out. I have the best lenders directly as well as indirectly. And it's all about having the right ethics, morals, values, vision, and mission as a person first and then in business. So I have your back every step of the way in helping you transform into the person you'd like to become as a person first and then in business. I know when I started it many, many years ago, not even in this space, it was like, let's work on the business and then started working on myself. But that's where the mindset comes in is the marathon is from the mindset is how can I continue to show up and be consistent in what I do, even if I don't see quick, immediate results. And that's what so many people are accustomed to. That's why they join these other businesses because they want to see quick and immediate returns. If it's from the retail product, that's what they only know or don't, but that's what they focus on. And it's probably not the majority of what they should be focusing on to build something that's longer term. And in this space, I think it's a lot better. And I've been in it for many years, doing it well as an expert. So there'll be a video here. You can watch it. I'll explain everything you'll see on this page and how to get started. It's very well done. Bookmark, come back to timestamps, all of that. And so step one, if you haven't already done so, you sign up as a DAC partner for free. So this is the alternative that I recommend to PHP. And again, they are not a pyramid in that way at all. So like I said, the consumption, is it all revenue coming in from internal consumption of the agents, of the team, et cetera, many more? Or is a major amount of retail sales and revenue coming in from the outside, people consuming, whether they have an affiliation with the company or not? That's how it should be set, where the consumption majority comes from the outside and then not internal fees or not too many or however it should be. It's all based on that when it's not from the outside. So there are different ways of looking at that. But coming back to this page, this is what I recommend. You'll get your own done for you websites, so you don't have to create your own, an affiliate opportunity that is magnified. You don't even have to focus on the processing of a client. I do that myself in other places and other ways, directly and indirectly, on what I see on the back end, etc. because I love processing stuff. That's how my brain works. I'm more of a math system guy. I like improving people's cash flow, EBITDA, profitability. I review a lot of bank statements, so I understand numbers. I understand how to look at everything and assess what a lender will be looking at. You don't have to do all of that. It's just hands off for you. You can just send, the team will process, and then you're also just being as hands off as you can, getting notified, but understanding what it takes to qualify a client. Of course, those things are important. So there's that side of the equation. There's so much more potential, I believe, here. And you'll see all of this in the opportunity overview, the affiliate opportunity, the business funding, the main page right here, instant micro funding, line of credit, employee pay advance, healthcare division. So this is just one of the products and services or platforms. And then you have step two. So again, like I said, you don't even have to provide a service, because what happens, and like think about it too in the insurance space, what happens when you go help somebody get an insurance policy and they don't want it? Now on to the next one. Do you have enough of a pipeline? No matter what your pipeline looks like, are you getting residuals month after month? Is it only dependent on the agents because you're recruiting that? That's what you have to think about too. Are they earning? So you can also and do a lot more. So it's one thing to help the primary participant of the consumer get the funding, get the insurance, but it's another thing that you have your team to depend on, to be dependable on. But what if neither one of you get anything, especially in the funding space here? What if one or the other does? You do. You're on a streak, but your agents, the ones you brought underneath you, aren't producing, so you're not getting a percentage. Or vice versa, or neither one of you, etc. Both of you are doing well, hot, dopamine hits. Woo. But don't just sit on that. I'm not saying you shouldn't go help people get funding. That's why I put it here, and it's very, very well. I've done extremely well there and then in other places. But take it with a grain of salt. That don't just focus, because there's a lot of unpredictability of people, characteristic wise as well. Self-sabotaging, I see it. Cockiness, egotistical, ignorance, arrogance, their demeanor is off, they showed their true colors, thought they were loyal, don't trust easily. There's a lot of this. And other times it works just fine, so you don't worry about that. But have other programs and platforms to contribute. So step two, new 2024 edition, get your free system and Nexus rewards account. And this is the best way to go through it. Private invite only. I might leave an individual link down below. But access this page to go through here to the thank you page, to then this page on the clone instructions. Join this. This is a super lucrative system, and this is what I recommend. And here's actually the inside of it. Let me show you. And this is a well done system created by a super lucrative and widely successful internet entrepreneur who's created other systems in the past, and he really wants to help you and I. And he helps introduce you to the ultimate cashback savings and referral membership with Nexus Rewards. And as your sponsor, I'll be here to help you out. I know my ways in and out. And especially in a time like this where more people want, need, and have to consume on savings cashback and not having to go out of their way on spending and making money on what they're already spending, gas, dining, groceries, travel, home improvements, online or offline. There's so much more. And a benefits hub only given to executives, management, and employees, but you get access to because the two co-founders of Nexus have built these amazing relationships and with big top brand merchants. So you get the ultimate lifestyle benefits, discounts, and so much more. So eventually you'll come to this page, if not individually, get signed up for free, no catch. There's also training back here, very, very cool. And this is through Nexus Rewards. Again, right here, if I leave a link down below, you'll see this. But very, very cool. This is a great opportunity. And if you're looking at it from both sides, from a consumer point of view, yeah, you can join and consume and use the free apps. Now, if you want to participate in that business opportunity and get exclusive premium member apps, then you can. And here's my back office. Here's the Nexus Snap compensation plan and going over all the details. And then your apps and products will be right there, your tools. But this won't be a demo for all of that. Today, I'll try to leave a video down below so you can see more of it. So you have all of this with Nexus, the Nexus Snap compensation plan. It's unlike anything else you have seen before, a win-win-winning combination. So what they have is not a traditional MLM, network marketing company. And I even have this flip book to prove it. The world's most lucrative $10 program. In fact, underneath that, the challenge is with anything else, 90% of people lose money. They have to sell and convince people. Yuck. High price products, auto ships, hard to break even, less signups equals less duplication. People quitting, that's attrition. What does Nexus solve? Everyone can easily make money. People already want what they have. Low subscription price, only $9.95. Very easy to get into profit. More signups equals more duplication, and people staying, that's retention. More people wanting to stay and being consumers of these apps. Super amazing. The world's most lucrative $10 program. Apps and services can make you thousands yearly. Get paid $34 on free signups, additional $25 on paid signups, earn 10 plus levels of team overrides, 3 by 10 force matrix, unlike anything else, residuals upon residuals, 100% check match on your personal referrals, dynamic 20% coded infinity bonus. And like I said, it's not traditional MLM network marketing, that whole auto ship monthly volume, and only benefits the person to the top. Not many people will earn or find it worth it. Things change. No, this is completely different. And you see the newest signups up above with people joining. I save up to 90% off prescriptions, save big time with Nexus Zoom rewards, up to 50% discounts. There's never been an opportunity that costs so little and pays so much. The best part is that you're building a residual income that can continue to pay you for decades to come. So you see all that right there, the compensation plan details. I won't go through all that in this video, but here's a flip book. Pretty cool stuff. The fast starts, commissions, the earn 25 on your paid referrals. The more you refer, the more you earn. And this is just $9.95 a month. The first month, if there's an activation, so if you go through here, click here to join Nexus, and everything you'll be getting is right here, and it's $9.95 a month with a one-time $40 setup fee. So $49.95 the first month. Every month thereafter that is $9.95. Instead of spending hundreds upon hundreds and then getting licensing with other programs out there, here this is much, much more lucrative. And then you have the other products that I haven't even gotten into and shown you yet. But on this sequence, when you get to clone everything, you'll also get access to this place. You can use this to promote any product and service you want, but they also give out 80% commissions if you promote their products, and they have residuals. So think about two products, one at 25, that's 20 to you. And then another person comes in, they get the 125 a month membership, which is super lucrative for free paid traffic training, masterclass training, coaching. There's so much in here. It's amazing. Kept up to date as well. And so that's 120 by 10, that's already 1200 per month, predictably, every single month, as long as the person stays on. And most people stay onto these platforms. Even if one person were to leave, you already know what you're doing. So more than enough people, you replace it probably by 3 people already. So all of this is really cool. I won't go through all of it right now, but I'll leave information to this down below in the description. And this is the way to go. The funding. You don't use the funding and or use it in combination. People who are gig workers needing instant funding right here for self-employed and gig workers. And then you use this opportunity. And then over here is another one. And then combining them, giving you what you need to clone. The people who need funding for gig workers, they can also start this. Oh, yeah, I'd like to save money and make more. Their receipts. Oh, Nexus is a no-brainer, or there's a different niche you go into. And then they want to, oh, they want the whole business. Well, they can clone this. You're going to get a copy of all of this. What you're seeing here, you'll be able to insert your links. You're going to get a lot of pages for people who need funding, that there's a button underneath it that they can click on and go get funding for real estate, equipment, for credit repair, debt restructuring, or settlement, debt relief of any kind. There's so much here that you don't even have to provide those services, but you have them and you can share with others. And that's how you build things predictably. The funnel building tool, this is where you're going to be getting all of this to have all my pages to duplicate. I can do it all for you ethically, of course, like I have done for many people. Extra steps here: connect your custom domain, professional email address, get my done for you email so you can input into your autoresponder tool. There's also residuals for the autoresponder tool. There's the traffic, even traffic authority is amazing for residuals. There's so much more in this with driving paid free traffic and not having to worry about, well, will this person take this policy, or did I do it right? Or I don't know if it was the best benefit, but I got what I got. And I got to heavily bring in these people and work with these types of people and these personas. You have to also question that and do something where you don't have to spend your time on the phone, spend your time text messaging people. That's what we got into these businesses for, is so we don't have to, not even put your face on a video. I'm a better writer. I do this and I got comfortable now, but it provides more value. And that's why I got out of my shell and I had a message and I had an obligation to help. So I thought this would be a way more effective to transfer that form of energy and time and help you to understand the valuable products, services out there and what to get started with. So this is the way to go. If you decide to do the phone texting, that's up to you, but you don't have to. You can do a lot of things through Messenger, paid traffic, solo ads. There's so much more. You have an automated email follow-up sequence. I can help you with a lot of this if it sounds foreign. Don't worry. Many people who have come through this are there. Others who are intermediate, those who are at an expert level. But it's super amazing and it'll be very, 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 very rewarding in many ways, not just what can come in, but also activity ROI, better health, better relationships, better wisdom, better youth, it feels like. And it's just more rejuvenation, more recovery, faster recovery, feeling better about this, having more time off to spend with your loved ones, doing what you love with your loved ones, going out on a walk, going out fishing, which I love to do, going for traveling to Cabo or whatever it is. These are the things, having more fun times and making more memories, not having to sweat it, not having to be like, oh, I had to stick to the whole traditional way. But I heard from this guy, then Michael, who can help in a different way. I'm going to try this, or I've heard of this, or I've tried other ways. Let's try this one. And not just try, though, but go into it 2 feet deep and go in deep, not just too wide where you're just, here's 5 different opportunities. Which one am I going to weigh out? How fast can I earn? That's not a good question. Is how can I learn the unlimited for life income skills? How fast can I learn the unlimited for life income skills so I can start generating 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month? Maybe I start off with my goal being at what does it take to get 1,000 and reverse engineer from 1,000. It takes follow-ups, 3 follow-ups like this, or having your autoresponder tool doing this. Those are the things you need to focus on. This is on those activities, those inputs that will get you the outputs you ultimately want, and continuously repeating what already works and finding new ways of doing things. So that is all for me. Again, check this out down below in the description. I'll leave this as likely the first link. Check it out to get started. Clone this. Go forward with it. I'll help you out. You got introduced to the other products there. Very helpful. And as I showed you on the clone instructions page right here, as I keep going down here, all the information that you need is there. If you did get value, I'd greatly appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. Please share it with others who you feel will find value from it. It can be a complete stranger, a friend, or a family member. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate you subscribing. And please click the bell notification icon so you do not miss any future content I will be coming out with. One last thing. This is what I just saw on my tab. So here, I meant to show you this. So if you wanted to be in the finance space also to a degree, there's this financial literacy with the all-in-one with the HBA, which is one of the products in the clone funnel, that when you go over here, there's financial literacy 101, reducing taxes 101, guerrilla money strategies. So you have this product, which is great. And if you have it, you can also use this and for yourself, for your family, more, and then share it with others. There's compensation for this. And this is $1,000 product. It should be a lot more for everything that they have and features. Super amazing. There's nothing like this. And if somebody takes it at that 1,000 price, that's 800 to you, more or less. If they take it on the front end in a different part of the process, it could be like 400, 420, 400 or so. Pretty cool stuff. So that's a high ticket one. And you're still helping people who want to ascend and have more financial literacy. So if you wanted to promote this product on its own, you can. There's a funnel where you can promote all of these 3 products, which is really cool. And this is the inside of the account with the HBA for this. It just timed out. So let me back in. And then you have the affiliate zone, masterminds, training on everything that you need, especially on the HBA premium, pre-traffic, free traffic, paid traffic conversions, the funnel builder tool, set up all this. You get all my pages. And then also inside of the Your Free system, like I showed you earlier, I haven't gone through this, but there's also training up here. You go through these 4 steps first, go through the training, fast start, paid marketing, free marketing course. Really cool. It's high level stuff. So that is all from me. Again, and hopefully you got value from this video. Here's actually the inside of the funnel builder tool. Now that I'm looking at this tab, so you'll be able to replicate this, your own links. I'll show you a lot of this and what to do. Don't worry right now. And yes, that will be, let me see here. I have one more tab open. So right here, now you see this is my Facebook profile. And this is really me. I'll leave more information down below if you wanted to contact me on Messenger. But get started down below in the clone instructions page to get more information. So yeah, that'll be for me. All for me, excuse me. Take care.